All right. Hey there. Good afternoon. It's Nancy coming at you. And just want to speak specifically for whom my training sessions are directed towards are those who are building companies and who especially want to develop their leadership capabilities, and that too as it is tied into marketing. As my wonderful copywriting coach taught me 10 plus years ago, he said, marketing is leadership. I thought, yep, it sure is. So, and that's going to tie into my very topic about having an open kimono. So do me a favor, if you have not joined me in my private leadership community and you want to network with other leaders who are wanting to develop some really high-level productive teams, marketing teams, join me at ansigmentor.com. That's what I do every day of the week, is developing my high-level marketing team. So go to ansigmentor.com and join me there. All right, so let me get into this topic. By the way, if you're watching by replay, write in hashtag replay, okay? And give me your thoughts on this. And you tell me if you have what's called the open kimono. So we just acquired a client today, and I was brought into the call by, he's actually the director of sales, our sales team. And we're coming into a Zoom call, and voila, there we are. And he was... I'm often brought in to help, introduce our newest clients to me, kind of a thing. So anyways, I always like to hear the backstory. I always want to hear the backstory, and I asked them that. So tell me about how you find your way here. Of course I want to know that. So guys, do the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. So the backstory was he was in search mode. He didn't trip over one of my ads like the bulk of my people who come in. No, this is someone who is in a recurring mode, and he was a very, very successful salesman in a really lucrative industry, $15 million cameras made in Japan. Anyway, so he goes on and he said, yeah, so I started with my search for affiliate marketing. I thought, yeah, I've done extremely well in affiliate marketing. And he said, and then there you were, Ann, and you stood out. You seemed different than everybody else. And then I saw you had your e-commerce business school, and I thought, maybe there's something here. And so I was standing out, and he dug further, and then he was just going through our many videos. We must have 300 or 400 on Facebook alone on our page, and then on YouTube. And he said, you have what's called the open kimono. And I was like, what's the open kimono? And he said, that means what you see is what you get. And he said, I want that. And he said, you're different than everything else and everyone else that I checked out, what you have. And he said, I like that because, I don't want to be, bamboozled, fooled, or whatever, where you see the door painted red and you get in and you're like, oh my gosh, this isn't at all what I thought it was going to be. No, instead, he found that everything stayed true to the public representation that was being provided. See, because on the whole, people have their guard up. They're looking, their mind is actually looking for a way to avoid moving forward and making this change or shift, like an excuse and a reason to leave and check out, like, oh, I saw that red flag. I think I'll just move along now. Thank you very much. And that's just kind of a biological safety mechanism that's wired into people. But he said, no, what I found is open kimono. What you're open about everything you're doing. It's all there. It stays true. It stays consistent. And I think that speaks to people wanting here. By the way, we are now heading into, for this month of June through my leadership, or July, our community, we're heading into Simon's next book called Leaders Eat Last. And the very first thing he talks about right at the beginning of the book is the circle of safety. The circle of safety. Think about that for a minute. Think really hard. Hey there, hi, Rill. And so the circle of safety, people at a biological level are looking for that. Will I be safe here? And I think that is what touched him as he was reviewing our information. He felt it was an open kimono, and he chose to move forward because he's looking for the circle of safety. And the circle of safety is basically established via your communication of how you treat other people and the consistency of that, because people don't want to immerse themselves in a learning environment that does not exude this measure of safety and security that you will be able to hunker down and flourish within that ecosystem of people, that training system. And so I thought it was, I'd never heard this term, open kimono, and he said that I had that, and when he explained what it meant, I thought, that sounds really excellent. And so I got that nice big green light, and he became a client of ours, and he could have become someone else's, but for, I think he sensed a circle of safety at a more fundamental level, like almost like Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I think at that level. But okay, and so in China they call it guanji, is another term they use, and that means trusted network. And those are very hard earned in China. And that is, you do not do any business unless you have a formed relationship. And that either happens through a referral, or as you develop that relationship, you're going to be going to business lunches that last 2 to 3 hours. And you're going to be drinking a lot of hard liquor. And you're going to get a lot of cigarettes thrown at you. And in some instances, they have girls too. Now that comes directly from my son, who's been working in China for almost 8 years. So I'll pass on that guanji. I'm not interested in drinking hard liquor in the middle of the day and smoking cigarettes. I guess in Japan, it's garnered in a different way, known as the open kimono. I think I'll stick to that one. But anyways, wanted to share that with you for you to consider with your own. Those of you who are doing marketing and leadership, check in with yourself. Are you displaying an open kimono type of presence? And that being what people see on the outside, they see on the inside, that you're the true deal. You stick true to what people, how they initially perceive you to be. It remains consistent. And he liked what he saw. Yeah, it is interesting, Rel. So I just want to share that. I know you came in, I think, part way, but feel free to watch the whole thing. And then again, in closing, I want to mention to everybody, if you want to learn how to have the open kimono, which I think you do, because it's all about garnering trust in the marketplace, then go ahead and join me at annsiegmentor.com, and you'll learn more about this, especially through our most recent book that we're going into together called Leaders Eat Last. So go to annsiegmentor.com, and you'll be admitted into my private leadership community. So thanks for watching and listening. Have a great day, and provide any feedback if you like. Bye-bye.